Today I'd like to talk about our traditional smudge incense, sacred herbs, that all native people in North America, what we usually call the Great Turtle Island, what they all burn as incense to purify the space, to purify a person before a healing, to purify the people before ceremony, to purify a new home when we come into a new home, to purify a place where there's been heavy or difficult traumatic events that have happened. Anywhere where we need to purify and to prepare, we will use these herbs. And this action is called smudging in our terminology. So this is a very ancient practice that all nations do. And one of my teachers, Oshina Fastwell from the Apache people, was curious to try to find out why. And she was successful as she was teaching at the university in the States to find a department that was able to help her with this research. And what they found was that in the air molecule there's an energy charge, and the energy charge is determined by a positive and a negative ion. Now, when there is an overabundance of negative ions, this is very beneficial. You'll find this on a granite mountain by the sea. The movement of salt water in waves creates negative ions. In pine forest, you will find this after an electrical storm. Thunder and lightning will make really lots and lots of negative ions, and in these environments it's very healthy. There's a lot of energy in the air. It's very good for your body, it's very good for your spirit. And so this is what these herbs do. The contrary energy, which is the positive ion, which holds negative energy and also holds pollution in suspension in the air, this is what these herbs do. The smoke from these herbs will catch the positive ion and bring them out. So it will leave room for the negative ions. Our hypothesis is that, because the old people, they used to say, this will clear out the bad energies, will chase away the bad spirits. And our hypothesis is that all energies, all energy beings also need a vehicle to move, to be able to exist, and this vehicle is the positive ion. And scientifically, you can actually prove part of that, because it is true that the positive ions keeps pollution in suspension in the air. There are machines today that generate negative ions. If you put these by the side of the wall and have it work for a month or two, when you take the machine away, you'll see there's an imprint on the wall where you see a darker hue, which is actually the pollution that had fallen, that stuck to the closest surface when it was eliminated by the action of the negative ion going to the air molecule and negating the charge of the positive ion. So it will lose its capability of carrying pollution in the air, and it will stick to the closest surface. So this is why also when you burn smudge, you should always have an open window. Either you're outside or you have an open door or an open window. It really needs to be able to move away, move out of where you are for it to be beneficial. If you burn smudge in a closed place, it will only create more pollution, because the positive ions won't have anywhere to go, and so you will not be able to create more negative ions which are beneficial for your health. So there always has to be some kind of opening for these herbs to be efficient if you use them as smudge. As you know, I created, this is how the native essences were created in Invocation, is my need to find a way to purify without the smoke. I was often called to hospitals a number of times in intensive care to heal native people that were coming down from up north, and there was electrical apparatus, there was closed windows, there was a lot of medical personnel, there was oxygen. Impossible to burn the smudge in that environment, and this is a very heavy environment. There's a lot of stray and negative electromagnetic vibrations all over the place. I really needed my purification, and I couldn't have it. This is what gave the impetus for me to do the research to create what was called at the beginning a liquid smudge, and has since become named Qian, which is an Algonquin word which means peace. So that's the basis of smudging. When you want to purify somebody with the smudge,